Is there science that shows we have to exercise our brain?
You know, the two biggest, two dips cognitively in terms of cognitive performance in people's life cycle usually happens when people graduate school, because somehow they associate education along with learning. They think their traditional education's over, so their learning is, they're done learning, right? And that could be an unconscious belief. But the other dip in cognitive performance is usually when people retire. Often when people retire out of their career, their job, sometimes they mentally retire. And it's interesting that once the mind kind of retires, the body is not too far behind. There was a study done on these nuns. It was a longevity study called Aging with Grace. Great title. They're living 80, 90 and above, and they wanted to find out what was the cause of their longevity. And they said half of it was their emotional faith or gratitude. The other half, they were lifelong learners. And because they were learning all the time on the daily, it added years to their life, but also life to their years. It made the cover of Time magazine. But I really do believe that, you know, that we have to keep our minds active as much as we have to keep our bodies active. There's
a lot of talk, and there is a narrative that says when people tire, they die. There's like a long-held thing where seems to be a startling correlation between when someone retires and then them passing away soon after. There's also quite an interesting correlation between elderly couples, and when one of them passes away, the other one often passes away suspiciously soon after.
Yeah.
Do you think that's linked to what you're saying? That cognitive sort of stimulation is central to our physiological longevity?
Yeah, I mean, this study, Aging with Grace, you know, would be evidence that you want to keep your mind active, you know, till the day you die, at every age or stage, right? That you could actually stave off brain aging challenges, much like, you know, an atrophy of the mind, if you will, just like you would keep your body active. I mean, I think most people would have the same understanding if they stop moving their body, you know, over, you know, at the retirement years, then, you know, it would lead to probably unfavorable results.
What's the evolutionary reason for that? Do you know? Could you have a hypothesis as to why, from an evolutionary perspective, the body would decide to?
You know, we talk about a mind-body connection. We hear that a lot. You know, so the primary reason you have a brain is to control your movement. That's the number one reason mammals have brains, is to control movement. And it's not just a one-way connection. That yes, your brain controls your movement, but actually moving actually stimulates different parts of your brain.